Myria has finally launched their token. The Myria token is now live. You can go and purchase it and sell it if you wish to do so. And in this video, we're going to be taking a look at their token, where you can buy it, the tokenomics, and we're also going to be taking a look at the nodes, how you can purchase a node, how to run a node, and we're going to be talking about these key dates that you need to know. So if you are new here to the channel, my name's Eric. Feel free to subscribe if you've enjoyed this video and this information, and I am going to be leaving some timestamps down below so you can navigate easier in this video, but let's get right into it. So the first thing we need to know is the Myria token is officially live as of April 6th, which was yesterday. And you can purchase this on OKX, you can go on KuCoin, MXC, Gate.io, as well as Uniswap. So we have 4 different centralized exchanges here, and we have the biggest decentralized exchange, it being Uniswap. So if we just take a look at Uniswap, if you're looking to purchase Myria, you are going to have to import its token address. Don't worry, I will be leaving all the links in the description below so you guys have ease of access to everything you need to have. But we can see right now one Myria token is worth around 0.0074 USDC. Now, if we take a look at that token chart on Uniswap, we see it launched yesterday, April 6th, and the price was around 0.095, and it has gone down a bit, but it's sitting around 0.0074. Now, if we take a look at Etherscan, which is the explorer for the Ethereum chain, we can see everything that's happening on the Myria token. So as you guys may or may not know, there's 50 billion Myria tokens in terms of total supply, and as we can see right now, there's about 2,800 people who hold the Myria token. So again, that's going to be in the description below. But now let's get into the actual tokenomics of this token, what's allocated to what, and let's talk about that. So as we've said, there is 50 billion tokens of Myria. That's the total supply, but obviously that's not the entire circulating supply right now because some of these tokens are vested over time. So taking a look at this, we have 40% that is allocated to the ecosystem fund. Then we have 3% for liquidity and provision. That's already deployed. Then we have the project team. So the team behind Myria has 19% of the tokens. Again, that is vested over time. They have strategic reserves of 2%, and then they have node emissions of 36% of the entire total supply. So that's basically their token distribution. And if we take a look at their vesting schedule, their supply schedule, we can see that the ecosystem fund, so the 40% of the total supply of Myria, is going to be vested for 3 years. So these tokens are not boom coming into circulation and you see a massive dump. They are coming time and time into the ecosystem slowly but surely, vested over 3 years. Now, the node emissions, that's 36%. As we've said, those are going to be distributed daily to people who hold nodes, and that is also going to respect a halving cycle, and we're going to take a look at that in the node section. Now, the project team holds 19%. That is locked for 6 months, and after that, it becomes unlocked, but it does vest over 48 months, which is 4 years. So again, you won't have the team dumping their 19% tokens on us because it is going to vest for 4 years. So obviously that's good in my opinion. Now, if we take a look at TGE as well as strategic reserves, 3 and 2%, and those are immediately unlocked. So there's about 5% immediately unlocked, and then as these other come into play and vest over time, more and more tokens are going to be in the circulating supply. Now, before we get further in this video, if you are looking for more information on Myria, I will be leaving links to all of their socials down below. I would recommend joining their Discord. They post everything in their Discord, and it's probably the easiest way to get information. If not, definitely consider following them on Twitter, another great source of information. And if you have any questions at any point with your Myria tokens, well, consider joining my Discord Discord as well. I am always there answering questions, interacting with the community, and it is completely free. So now that we understand the token, the tokenomics, where you can purchase Myria, if you are looking to buy a node and run a node, this section is going to be for you. So 2 key dates you need to know. First off, the public node sale is going to be April 10th. What that means is that you're going to be able to buy a node with Myria tokens, and you can only buy a node using Myria. You can't buy it with USDC, USDT. It's only Myria token. Now, the second date you need to know is April 13th is the day that you're going to be able to start running your node. So don't try and run your node before. It's not going to work. April 13th is the day that the nodes start running. Now, as I said, the only way you're going to be able to purchase the Myria node is with the Myria token. So we went over the different centralized exchanges or decentralized exchanges that do list Myria, and once you buy it on there, you are obviously going to have to send it to your MetaMask. I'm going to assume that you guys know how to do that, and now once it's in your MetaMask, what you're going to be able to do is once you've created a Myria L2 wallet, you're going to be able to connect it here, and the way to deposit your Myria tokens into your Myria wallet is as simple as clicking your wallet, clicking deposit, selecting Myria, and then selecting the amount of Myria tokens you want to deposit. Obviously, I don't have any right now, but as you have some in your MetaMask, you're going to be able to select the amount you want, click next, obviously approve a few transactions, and then boom, it's going to go from your MetaMask into your L2 wallet, which is on Myria. So once you do that, and now if you're wondering how much is this going to cost, well, let's take a look at this chart here. So this is actually going to run in batches. They have changed this, and this is, I believe, the final price chart for their nodes. But if we take a look at the first 49 nodes, they're going to cost $4,500 in USD. So this is the USD price, and to convert that into the amount of Myria tokens you need is quite simple. Obviously, just do this 4,500. Right now, as we can see at the top here, Myria is trading around 0.0072. So if we divide that by 0.0072, that essentially means that I would need 625,000 Myria tokens, which is worth 4,500 USD to be able to purchase a node. Now, keep in mind that as nodes are being purchased, the price of these nodes are going to increase. So if we take a look at batch number 2, for every 196 nodes sold during batch 2, it's going to increase by $5. So imagine you are now at node 300. Well, that node 300 is going to cost you $4,505 as opposed to $4,500. And again, it goes all the way up to $41,800. So that's essentially how the price structure works with the Myria nodes. Of course, if you get in sooner, you are going to be able to get a better price, but not financial advice. Do as you please. And right now, you're not able to sell your node. Once you have the license, it is yours and you can't sell it. It's not an NFT, but maybe in the future it will become one. And if we take a look at the minimum specs you need to have to be able to run one of these nodes, if you're running it on Windows, you need Windows 10, on Mac, Mac 10.10 and above, or on Ubuntu with a VPS. You can do that as well, but now the minimum specs are 4 gigs of RAM, 2 CPUs, 60 gigabytes of disk space, and then you have a x86, x64 processor, and obviously a stable connection. Now, understanding the way to actually set up a node and to operate it, there's a full guide on Myria here. That's going to be in the description below as well, but they have the application for Windows, they have the steps for Mac, and they also have the steps for a VPS. Here they're saying Vulture is the VPS in question. You can use any other VPS as long as it meets the requirements we just listed. So again, I'm going to leave a link to this this. Personally, I'm going to be running a node on a VPS. I think it's much more simple, and it obviously is just running 24/7, and it makes it just all easier. You don't have to have it on your computer. It's not going to impact your computer, and so on and so forth. Now, if we want to know about how much can we make with these nodes, how much money are we going to be able to generate on a daily basis, this thread is for you. So the first thing we have to understand is that this is actually going to work with a point system. So it's very similar to Gala games if you're familiar with that ecosystem. So you need to run your Myria node for at least 6 hours per day to receive a point, and this is a point that's going to be then converted into the amount of Myria you're entitled to. So as we know, there's 24 hours in one day. You only need to be running your node for 6 hours of those 24 hours to receive 1 point. Now, obviously, 1 point is the thing that's going to allow you to get your Myria tokens. And if you own, let's say, 3 nodes, you can do the math. You can probably just run 1 VPS and then alternate which node is running for which 6 hours. That way you save some money on the VPS. But again, I'm going to leave that up to you. And if we continue down here, this is essentially how you're going to be able to claim your tokens. So it is automatically going to be sent to your Myria wallet after 7 days. But if you are looking to claim your Myria tokens before the 7 days, you're going to pay a early claim fee. Now, there is a breakdown here. I personally am just going to wait the 7 days every 7 days in order to get my Myria tokens fully deposited into my wallet. I'm not going to go ahead and play around with the early claim fee, but that is something you can do. And they have a breakdown here of, let's say you ran a node for 6 hours one day, you got your 1 point. Well, on day 1, you're going to get 40% of that is going to be vested. If you decide to claim, you're essentially going to be losing 60% of your tokens. So obviously with this table, by day 7, there is no more tax, and these are going to be automatically sent to your Myria wallet. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm not going to be playing around with these at all. Now, if we talk about how many Myria tokens you're going to be able to get for running a node every single day, they are essentially saying that there's 12,328,000 Myria tokens that are allocated to the nodes, to everyone who holds a node for the first halving cycle. That's the amount. But now we have to divide that amount by the amount of nodes running. So obviously the amount of nodes running is going to change every single day. Maybe some people are going to have issues with them. More people are going to be buying. Some people are just simply not going to run them. But if we take the example that there's 5,000 nodes running at a given time, that would essentially give you 2,400 Myria tokens for that day alone. And of course, if we do some quick math here with our calculator, so 2465 in terms of Myria tokens. Right now, the price of Myria has gone up a bit, 0.0074. That's about $18 that you would be getting on a daily basis. Now, again, that's based on the amount of nodes. That's going to change, so keep an eye out on that. But it should range from about $10 to $20, and it also depends on the price of Myria. So if Myria goes crazy to the moon, you're obviously going to make more, and if it crashes, you're obviously going to make less. So that's essentially what you need to know. And then every 2 years, the amount of Myria tokens that are attributed to the node holders is going to be halved. So it's going to be cut in half, similarly to what Gala is doing. So that's essentially the entire information you need to know for Myria. Again, key dates, April 10th, your Myria public node sale is going to start. So if you're looking to buy one, obviously buy Myria tokens, have it into your MetaMask wallet, have it into your Myria wallet, and you're going to be able to purchase one on April 10th. Now, April 13th, you're going to be able to run your node. So once you have a node, you're going to be able to either connect it via a Windows computer, a Mac, Mac or using a VPS. And again, all the links are going to be in the description below. So I hope you guys found this video useful. If you did, smash the like button. I would appreciate it a ton. If you are new here, subscribe to the channel if you've enjoyed. My name's Eric, as I've said, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace.